Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Carly Hurd, and this is the Calhoun Ridge Developers Project Team, and we are excited to share with you our ideas for our community, Cypress Creek. While you review today's agenda, I'd like to introduce you to the rest of my project team. Once again, I am Carly Hurd, and with me is Anders Ike, Hudson Orders, Troy Clifford, Noah Fuller, and Aaron Smith. We believe that Cypress Creek will be a very successful community. We are looking for an initial investment of $2.9 million. We believe that the project duration of Cypress Creek will be 4 years and 7 months, and we predict to yield a profit of almost $4 million. Now I'd like Anders to discuss market analysis.
Thank you, Carly. Cypress Creek is located in Coweta, Oklahoma, which is southeast of Tulsa, Oklahoma, the second largest city in the state. Our plot of land is 152 acres. The city of Coweta has a population of around 10,000, but has seen immense growth over the past few years. We have identified 4 target markets. First, moving up families. These are newly married couples or families with young children looking for a home to raise that family in. Moving rural families, those who have lived in the city but are looking for a more slow-paced life. Moving in families, those who have enough money to live in the big city but see the benefits of a community like ours. And non-family couples, which are empty nesters or couples without children who are looking for a tight-knit community. We believe we can draw these 4 target markets to our community due to what Coweta has to offer. Our education system has just built a brand new elementary school, a new agricultural school at the high school, and a new band facility for a nationally recognized band. The employment in Coweta is mostly technical jobs, but many people commute to nearby Tulsa, only 20 minutes, and hold managerial jobs. Coweta's downtown is located only 7 minutes from Cypress Creek and plays host to many locally based dining options and boutique stores. On this chart, you will see our homes in green and our major competitor in blue. As you can see, we line up in square footage and price. We also recognize that old construction is one of our competitors. We believe our target market will be drawn to our homes due to their affordability and the value of a brand new, newly constructed home. As I mentioned earlier, Roush Coleman is our one major competitor in the area, but we believe our target market will be drawn to our community due to our amenities such as a pool, which is unique to a community this far from Tulsa, as well as our green spaces and walking trails. Next, I'll turn it over to Hudson to speak on site analysis and design.
Thank you, Anders. This is our site. We are located adjacent to a commercial area in close proximity to Route 51. This diagram provides a breakdown of the various different types of soils we have on our site, ranging from silty loam all the way to shallow bedrock. The 2 major soil profiles of concern to our team were the shallow bedrock located in the northern part of the site, represented by the tan region on the diagram, as well as the blue regions on this diagram, which represent the silty soils on our site, both not ideal for construction. And in the blue region, we discovered creek beds as well as wetlands. Once we discovered these areas, we had to decide how we were going to protect them. We're going to use a double-layer silt fence to enclose these areas, and as well as a silt fence to enclose the remainder of the site to prevent contaminating neighboring sites. We also use 4 sediment catch basins, which are represented by the pink squares on the screen, as well as check dams to help slow down the runoff of our site, which will be flowing north to south based on the topography of our site.
Cypress Creek will be home to 285 lots. Out of these, there'll be 62 premium lots that range in size from 1/4 acre to 0.4 acres, and the remaining 223 standard lots will be a little less than 1/4 acre. Here you can see our site plan. Our standard lots are depicted in the blue squares, and our premium lots are depicted in the purple squares. We will have 3 entrances into our community, and we will have 6 model homes and a community center located in the southeast corner. There were many areas on the site that were not suitable for construction based on the site conditions that Hudson just described. Instead, we have donated these spaces to the community to be shared green spaces. This adds value to the community and the homeowners, and then also 14 acres out of this area will be donated to a conservation easement. Next, Troy is going to discuss the product design.
Thank you, Carly. These are our available products. The top 3 houses are all 3-bed, 2-bath homes, and the bottom 3 are all at least 3-bed and 2.5-bath homes. Our first house is the Atwood. It's our smallest house, and it offers a covered porch in the rear and in the back. This is the Dover. It's similar to the Atwood in size, price, and profit, except it does so in a more open floor plan. The Dover and the Atwood both offer an optional finished loft. This is the Fletcher. It's our largest three bed, 2 bath home, and it offers, it has walk-in closets in all of the bedrooms. Next, we have the Langley. Its larger size offers an extra bath, and it has vaulted ceilings in the master and in the great room. The Quinton's larger size offers a 4th bedroom, and the rear porch and patio in the rear have an option to be screened in. Our final house is the Tupelo. It's our largest house and offers a 3-car garage and more space for our homeowners.
Here you can see some of our included products. 3 of the products that I'd like to point out today are the insulated vinyl siding, the argon gas-filled windows, and the zip sheathing system. Here's also a list of some of our upgraded products. The main product that I'd like to talk about is the storm shelter. Since we are located in Tornado Alley in Oklahoma, we thought that this storm shelter would not only set us apart from our competition, but also offer a safe place for our residents. Now I'm going to talk about sustainability. Here you can see a chart that shows where we rate on the ICC 700 ratings. We were able to achieve bronze rating through the most cost-effective way possible. We achieved 336 points while only needing to achieve 231. Here's a list of our sustainable features that come standard in every home that we have. If you direct your attention to the 2 columns on the right side of the screen, you can see your savings per year through these, and also you can see the expected payoff time of 3 years and 6 months. We also wanted to offer the option to upgrade to silver ratings through the ICC 700. So you can do this through these options. You simply have to put these options in a conditioned attic space. And as you can see, your savings per year has dramatically increased, but your expected payoff time only increases by approximately 1 month. Now I'm going to turn it over to Hudson to talk about construction management.
Thank you, Noah. We'll have 4 phases of construction on our site. The first phase will include our initial construction entrance, as well as our first 3 model homes. The second phase, land development, will be concurrent with the construction of our first phase to ensure we have a constant construction flow. This pattern will repeat itself for phases 3 and 4. We also have an additional 2 construction entrances to reduce congestion on our site as we wrap up phase 1. Phase 3 will include exclusively premium lots. There will be 13 of them, all backing up to our natural green spaces. And then finally, our 4th phase will include our final 3 model homes.
I'm going to talk about some of the major milestones for the Cypress Creek community. Following land acquisition on March 1st of 2019, we'll have 13 months of permitting, rezoning to R2 high-density residential, tying into the existing utilities, and laying the roads for the first 2 phases of construction. Land development phase 1 will begin in April of 2020, followed closely by construction of phase 1. Our first row of model homes will be open in November of 2020 to allow potential home buyers to come into our community and see our products in person. Fast forwarding through the following 4 phases of construction, we anticipate construction in phase 4 to commence in May of 2023, followed by several months of project demobilization and closeout, in which our sales team can finish selling the homes. We anticipate a total project duration of 4 years and 7 months. Now Carly will talk about marketing.
Our project team recognizes that to attract our target markets from the greater Tulsa area, that we will have to have an aggressive marketing plan. We will do this through a variety of promotions, one of which is a website that will utilize search engine optimization. That way, if construction is searched in the greater Tulsa area, Cypress Creek will be at the top of your search bar. We also will have a mobile-friendly version of our website on an app. We will also be hosting marketing events. First will be our kickoff event. This will be located on the project site and will be with third-party realtors. This is where we will reveal the products to the realtor team so they can start planning to market Cypress Creek. Next will be the grand release. The grand release will be a social event in Coweta, and potential home buyers and third-party realtors are welcome to come see the products we will have available. We also will offer promotions such as pre-sales at this meeting. And then lastly, we will have the grand opening. The grand opening will be when our first model row is complete. Third-party realtors and potential home buyers would be able to work with our in-house realty team and tour the physical products that will be located in our homes. This is an overview of our advertising budget. We have a total budget of roughly $158,000 and per month cost of $18,000. The greatest chunk out of our electronic is the electronic advertising. This is because of website development and also the cost of search engine optimization. Now, Erin will discuss the financial and risk analysis.
Thank you, Carly. Based on the sales and marketing strategy that Carly just discussed, we are anticipating roughly 36 pre-sales. In our competitive market area last year, there were 3,000 new starts. We believe that we can capture 3% of these if the trend continues, which is roughly 100 homes per year and 8 starts per month. We also anticipate a 4-month construction time. If these variables go like we want, we will have an IRR of just under 35%. Because we realize all of these can change, we have forecasted different scenarios that could yield different IRRs. The only internal rate of return that is undesirable shown on your screen is in yellow, which is 12 pre-sales, only 6 starts per month, and an increased construction duration of 5 months, which yields a 16.3 IRR. Here we are talking about some key expenditures for the project. We've included a 15% contractor fee, as well as 5 full-time employee salaries included in the overhead. We have not included a warranty percentage, as we believe the high quality of the products in our homes will carry their own warranties. Here we have a picture of our cash flows. Like I said, we are anticipating an IRR of 34.84%, and anything below an 18% IRR would be an undesirable project for Calhoun Ridge developers. Here are 2 general categories of potential risks for Cypress Creek. On the left, we have general building risks, which include fluctuating prices of materials used in our homes, as well as weather, since tornadoes are a year-round risk in Oklahoma. On the right, we have project-specific risks, which include construction entrances and the congestion that they could cause. This is alleviated by having 3 different construction entrances. Also, our proximity to Tulsa and competitors in the area, we believe it can be overcome because of the quality of Cypress Creek. We will further mitigate risk on this project by creating an LLC specifically for this project, which will be filed for at the notice to proceed date. If the project were to not go as planned, we believe that would happen prior to phase 4 of construction, in which case the land would be sold and the LLC would be dissolved. Overall, we feel that the Cypress Creek community could be a great investment for Calhoun Ridge developers. That is why we're asking for an investment of $2.9 million, which could yield a potential net profit of $3.7 million.
We're excited that Cypress Creek will be a successful community. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and now I'd like to open the floor to the questions.
That was very good. Tim, can you start?
Thank you very much. It was a very good presentation. I just have one. In the presentation that you provided us previously, I thought that your schedule was a little weak. Would you like to comment on that?
Yeah, you're referencing the Gantt schedule in our book?
Yes.
Yeah, we believe that the first year should really be spent on permitting and rezoning. In the small town of Coweta, we don't anticipate a long rezoning phase. However, we wanted to break it down into manageable chunks so that land could proceed construction and that risk and pace and productivity could be monitored throughout the schedule.
And I do want to compliment you, your timeline on development. You had plenty of time in there for that. Thank you very much and great job.
Thank you.
Great job, guys. Had a compliment for you. You guys are probably the only group that has presented not just the new construction sales prices compared to yours, but also the resale market. So you guys did an awesome job with that. Congratulations. I noticed that your community center is in phase 2. So what's your wow factor in phase 1 that's going to draw people into your phase 1 and wait on that amenity in phase 2?
So we located the community center where it is strictly because we wanted to maximize the land available and so that we could fit the amount of lots that we could, because based on the site conditions, it was a little difficult to, put the houses on the site the most on the land. But the wow factor, I guess, would be is that they know that there's already going to be walking trails to the left. So that's already an amenity that will be there because that will be finished during the land development phase. And then also, since phase 2 land development is going to be completed during phase 1, the construction time will be faster through the second phase and the community center will be completed.
Okay, and then my second question was, I think you guys hit it on the head with taking that rezoning time. I think it was a year between closing and then actual land development start date. I think that's really important because, like you said, you don't know what it's going to take. Did you guys account for the extra cost you're accumulating from your loan that you're pulling from that to acquire the land and that cost that you're accumulating over that year?
Yeah, interest has been factored in.
Okay, awesome.
Great job presenting today. You guys did a really great job. And then also the package, it was one of my favorites. When I was reviewing it about a month ago, it was enjoyable. There was a lot of good information in there, so I applaud you for that. There's two things in the package that I'm still trying to get over. And maybe I'm being a stickler here, but there was two typos, and they weren't in the body. One was in the table of contents, and then the other one was actually a header. One was analysis, the other one was sustainability. So it's just, I know that you guys putting this together, it's a team effort, there's different people doing it. But at the end, and I know it's a rush probably to get it in, but if you just take one last look at it, those are critical factors. And I'll just tell you, as an executive, when I get a package from one of my guys, if I see stuff like that, it makes me dive deeper and look for other things. The good thing is the rest of your package was pretty solid, that I couldn't find anything else after that. And then the last question I have is, and maybe it's fine with the lot fit, but on the Fletcher, it's your only floor plan that has a side load garage. And I just didn't know if there was a potential lot fit issue as far as the width of your lot, the setbacks, and is there enough room to accommodate that side load in your site plan?
Specifically, I don't think included the side load on our plan, and we only suggested that we would do a front load on that because of it, but the sites are wide enough, they're 80 feet wide, and so with our setbacks, I believe that house is only, I wanna say 650 or 60 feet wide, in between there, and so our plan is if a homeowner wanted the side load, it could fit, but we are gonna push for a front entrance because that's how all the houses will be in the neighborhood.
Okay, thank you. Again, great job on the package and then presenting today as well.
Yeah, very impressive, both the proposal and live today. A couple questions. Is there a way to pull up the site plan really quick?
Yes, sorry, it's kind of busy.
Well, that's fine. While you're doing that, I'll ask a question about the Fletcher. That plan actually shows basement stairs. So are we doing basements, and if so, why only the Fletcher?
Basements will be available for all of the houses and will not be located below the garage, and that is permitting that it could be built on the site, as the northern part of the site in phase 4 has a lot of bedrock, so if the house can allow it, basement is an optional upgrade.
So from a design standpoint, the only plan that shows a staircase, though, is the Fletcher. So how do we address to a homeowner that where the potential basement stair and whatnot would go, and what rooms and spaces would be affected if they decided to choose a basement? How would that be addressed?
We would have to further develop those plans to accurately show them what space they would be missing by having a staircase down to the garage, or down to the basement, excuse me.
Okay, all right. On the site plan, your phase 3 is that little, I call it an enclave on the northwest corner. You talked about your lots, or a lot of them are premium lots. Any thought to giving that little enclave some specialty premium, maybe gating it, doing something that's a nice little pod to do something special with?
So in the center of it is a giant green space, and so that is pretty much the only feature that is extra in it, other than that the entrance is a land bridge. And so we think this adds, a little bit more, I guess, shazam to entering your space, because you have all green spaces and then that land bridge in.
Okay.
And they all back to green wooded areas behind them, and also walking trails and green forestries behind as you enter. So the land bridge is the only entrance in.
All right. It's very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Very impressive presentation. I want to categorize your strength and actually pros and cons for you guys. Great site study. You guys had a really great site study and good market study. You guys had a great soil study, and also all the wetlands and blue lines. Very, very accurate. You guys considered, Erin said 13 months for the rezoning. That's right on. And that was very smart when she commented the small city zoning process is shorter than big cities. That's very true. And you very confidently actually presenting. So these are all my comments. What I see, the layout is great layout, entrance is no question. What I see, I expected from you guys more density. What happening here, your product is the right product for the market. 1,300 to 1,700, perfect product. This is what we are targeting to build in this neighborhood based on this study. However, your construction cost estimation is pretty high. To me, it is 20% easy high. When you do the market study, go back to your market study, you see the homes for the same square feet, the price is easy 20% less than your prices. You guys cannot compete with those people. So the only things actually got you out of the competition is your, I would say, very conservative construction estimation. So that is one of those things I wanted to bring it up to you guys. RS2 and RS3 requires 7,200 and 6,000 square feet, so it is 1.6%. Actually, no, 60% actually less than what you guys, 45% less than what you guys actually in your presentation proposing. Again, I'm suggesting to you guys to go to more density and re-review your construction costs. Other than that, that was a great presentation, great project. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're all done. Good job.